Ah, what a great train ride. Who am I kidding? I live here. Guys, welcome to Staten Island. My name is Joe Naimoli from Joe Make Me Cook on Instagram. Let me take you around my town and show you some of the best places to visit and eat. First stop we're making is Frank and Sal's Italian Meat Market. It's my favorite pork store on the island, and there's quite a few, but this one, very special to me. Let's go. All right, so we're here in what is the most dangerous part of Highland Boulevard, the median intersection. But to just call out Big Al's Pizzeria. It's been here since I was a kid. Supposedly CVS wanted to buy them out, but they held their guns. It's been here forever. I hope it stays here forever. It's a great pizzeria. And now we're gonna go hit Frank and Sal's. All right. So here we are, Frank and Sal's, the Italian market, over here in Great Kills in Staten Island. It's one of my favorite Italian markets. Let's go inside and see all the great stuff they got. The world.
Get a joke in the video. Come on. You're putting on the top.
My son's doing golf. He was talking about golf. You have to wear 2 pairs of pants now. Yeah, in case they get a hole in one. Yeah. Oh!
That would be par for the course.
I'm standing here with Paulie, the butcher.
Yeah, butcher.
The butcher from Frank and Sal's. My favorite of what they offer are their pork chops. Now, their pork chops are marbled like a steak. You cannot overcook this pork chop. No matter how hard you try, you could be the worst cook in the world. You can never overcook it because the fat is marbled into it like a steak. It's the juiciest, most succulent pork chop you'll ever have in your life. So this is where I predominantly do most of my grocery store shopping, especially on a Sunday. They have the best fresh bread, hot right out of the oven. They bake it right here. They don't deliver it. They don't import it from nowhere. They bake it right here. They have great raviolis. They have great cold cuts, the deli. Their hot food. Their hot food is amazing. Broccoli rabe and stuffed peppers, and they have these little hot cherry peppers stuffed with cheese. They're out of control. All different types of Italian cheeses. Besides your hard cheeses, your soft cheeses, fresh ricotta. There's everything you can think of right here. Different olive oils, different tomatoes. Oh my goodness, we have every type of tomato. San Marzano tomatoes from Cento, Scalafani, both Scalafanis. There's 2 different types.
Getting more.
Those are Sicilian style meatballs with pinoli nuts and raisins. Out of control. Out of control.
Let's go Rangers!
That's a ham and cheese.
You know what that is?
That's a ham and cheese.
That's a sandwich with a G, not a sandwich. Sandwich.
A sandwich with a G. With a G.
How do you pronounce it?
Sandwich. So I'm here with Frank from Frank and Sal's Pork Store. Frank, what do we got going on here?
Well, it's a busy place. Our calling card is our fresh bread. I never planned it that way, but I was fed up with buying crappy commercial bread, and it's now become the most popular item we have.
Do you know that's the #1 thing I get every time I come in here? Even if I don't have to get bread, I still buy it just because it's so good. How long have you been on Staten Island?
We're here, it's a good question. We're here for almost 10 years now. A little over 10 years soon.
Or 2012?
Yes.
2012.
Yes.
And where were you before this?
We are still on 18th Avenue in Brooklyn.
That's the original store. When did that store start?
1989.
Son of a gun. 1989. Well, I am so grateful that you brought your family's food and traditions to Staten Island, because now I won't go anywhere else. All right, Frank, so besides the great bread, why else do people come to Frank and Sal's?
Well, the obvious reasons would be our homemade sausage. It's a Southern Italian influence. My father and his partners were all from Southern Italy, Sicilian Calabrese. The other thing is our awesome cheese section.
You have every one.
And another little known fact is, even though we are a neighborhood shop, we could ship to you anywhere in the country.
That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So that's a big part of our business too.
Your meats as well.
Yes.
Your fantastic meats. You got a great butcher, Frank.
Everything's hand cut on premises in a climate-controlled cutting room. Daily, small quantities. Everything's always fresh, and we do custom cuts at the counter as well as pre-packed.
Those pork chops, Frank, are to die for. Those pork chops.
I love them. We have them almost once a week
How do they get them marbled
at my
like a
house.
steak?
It's a prime pork, and it also comes brined, which is really what makes it juicy. You could never dry it out.
You can never overcook this pork
They
chop.
are the best.
Besides meats, you got quite some dessert corner in there too.
We have fresh baked breakfast pastries every day, croissants, apple turnovers. We do brick oven bagels. We make tiramisu in to-go trays. We have cake slices every day. We grind fresh coffee at our coffee counter. We make espresso shots,
There's
cappuccinos, lattes, whatever you want.
There's nothing you guys don't do incredible here. Everything is delicious, no matter where you turn. Your selection of olive oils, your peppers.
Deli.
Your deli's the biggest thing that everybody talks about.
the deli-
Frank and Sal's Deli.
Yeah, the deli along with the bread, I mean, is a big draw. You could come in and literally, you have your deli guy cutting open your brick oven hero, and it's still steaming hot. And I don't have, one of those elaborate sandwich menus with all the funny names like the Vinny Testaverdes and the Frank Sinatras or whatever.
Right.
But you could pick your proteins, your toppings, your condiments, however you want. Every sandwich is made to order, and they're great. Great sandwiches.
It's a good point. I feel like people that have those silly names, they need those silly names. Tony Gabagool and whatever they end up doing. When you have food that's this good, you don't need it. It's perfect.
It speaks for itself.
It speaks for itself. So guys, especially on a Sunday, because today is a Sunday, if you need to stop to an Italian pork store for fresh bread, meats, cheeses, you have to go to Frank and Sal's here in Great Hills on Highland Boulevard.
Don't forget the fresh mozzarella.
And the fresh mozzarella, how could I forget about
But
the fresh
the
mozzarella?
one thing you gotta know when you come in here
No
is
touch.
don't touch the mozzarella.
Don't touch the mozzarella.
That's
Have
it.
mozzarella experts who will touch it for you and place it in your basket. Hands off.
Hands off the mozzarella.
Hands off the mozzarella. If I leave you with one thing here today, don't touch the cheese. So I've noticed you got Michael's sauce, Frank. What's the deal?
Well, when Michael's first started jarring their sauce, I forget what year it was, we were actually one of the first retailers to have it on their shelves. And when it was presented to us, I mean, we were more than proud to have it on our shelves. They've been a staple in Brooklyn for years, family run, and just overall just a top-notch place. They have a restaurant, a bakery, and an amazing sauce business. These caramel wafers, caramel cheesecake cones from Aunt Butchie's are to die for. This is really their calling card dessert, and it is one of the most popular items in our dessert section.
They look amazing.
They are decadent, they're amazing. I mean, people absolutely fall over themselves for them. They have a mini that's this size,
Right.
and they have a large one. I do recommend, unless you want to become a large one, sharing one with a friend.
Or stick with a mini.
Or stick with a mini. Comes pre-made, ready to go on the shelf, just like that.
Why didn't I know you had these? Oh my God.
Right? They're amazing.
It's a hidden gem. Every time I come in here, he has something else that I had no idea. And each thing is better than the last.
I'm constantly searching for new products, new flair, new flavors, new,
And local too, from the island.
whether it's local or imported.
Or imported.
Doesn't matter. We'll bring it in if it's quality. Only quality.
Frank, thank you so much. Delicious.